Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Z32 Workshop. I'm your host, Z James, and this is my parts car 1993 300ZX Convertible that I am taking apart. On the last episode, I took out the brake pedal, the brake booster, master solenoid. That's to get stuff out of the firewall. Just to keep everyone informed, I do believe I have the brake booster sold for a gentleman who's got a bad one because they sell for about $100 used. New they're more than that. So they do go bad. The diaphragm inside the booster does goes bad sometimes. So you'll have to go through and remove it. But on today's episode, we're gonna get rid of the gas pedal or the throttle pedal and cable. So let me show you where we're at in the car and we'll get going on it. Also, if you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. So let's see here. Let's get over to the parts car. I already got my dynamic lighting in here. This actually should be, I want to say straightforward, but I'm not 1000%. You got two right there. That should be the actual pedal itself, but there's also two up there with a bracket. So let me see if I can get you guys in here and we'll show what this looks like. Let me get you guys paused, get you guys set up in a good spot to watch. Alright, I hope everyone's having a great morning like I am. Just tearing apart a parts car for the fun and enjoyment and getting the know stuff. That is not a 12mm, that will be a 10mm. Grab my 10mm socket here. And that's my 10. Let's find out. Sorry about that, guys. Let's take a look here. I've just got a long extension in the way here so I can get it up and out of the way quickly. Ooh, that's a long bolt. Let's try the next one. No, that's getting flappy, can't use the ratchet anymore. Looks like I just gotta spin her on out. Oh, well that wants to pull out on the cable here. Looks like there's a plastic snap in here. Push that out, pedal's done. Looks like when you go full throttle, full send, there's a click right there. Tells the ECU you're at wide open throttle. I thought they did that with the throttle position sensor on the motor, but they don't. While we're at this, let's get the cable out, which is this bracket here. There are two more 12mm, one right there, hang on, just cleaned up. So you can see that right there and right there. Let's see if we can get this thing out of the car too to get it freed up and more room in the project beast or the parts car. Oh, that's one. I'm on. That's two. Let's get the better lighting in there for you. Now granted, I know this is a lot easier than I'm showing it because there's probably a dash in the way, all this wiring, but this will give you guys all an idea of where this stuff's at and what it actually is. So you're not hunting and guessing for what's there, you already know it's there. You understand? Because that's going to save your keister when you try to figure out how to get it out when you realize, okay, I got all 4 bolts out, or I've got to get the 4 bolts. How do I get it out of there? You know, just like G.I. Joe used to say, you know, knowing's half the battle. And it truly is when it comes to any type of tearing stuff apart, to understand what you're looking at. Okay, that's loose. And, well, heck, let's pull the whole cable if we can. That is going to be the throttle cable that doesn't want to fit through. Nope, it did. And look at that. Throttle cable's through. While we're at this, there's another bracket here. Let's just remove it. Normally I don't go after stuff. Another 10mm. See if I can get you guys to see that better. There is 2 more bolts right there, or nuts I should say, for that bracket, which is another support piece for an ECU. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I tore this apart, been working on it. So let's get it out of the way just so it's up out of there. Let's see if you can see that. I'm hoping you can. Maybe it's too much of an angle. Let's adjust. Let's pull that out. Because what this eventually will allow us to do to get rid of all this sound deadening that's right on this side of the car, on the firewall, is what that eventually will let us do to get all this out of here. Which I am going to be very close to be able to do here. In fact, if I try, I bet we can do it next episode. If everyone's wondering why I haven't removed the steering column yet, because I actually need that yet to get this thing moved around the garage. Oh, that's a little loud. That did not want to come out so easily. Let's see if I can get you again. Be pretty close. And there we go. Oh, making a lot of noises. Banging it down. So that's the brake pedal out of the way. Let's go take a look at the engine bay real fast. Like I said, today's episode was going to be real simple. Brake pedal held on by 2 bolts, 2 long bolts through there. And the cable, which we'll look at the end here a little better for you, is it's got, hang on, this plastic keeper right here that pushes through, and the cable sneaks through that hole. Now when you go to wide open throttle, you can hear it. That tells the ECU that you're at Woots, wide open throttle. This was the bracket that was hanging up on top there to do that. That was just holding stuff. And then this guy here was the throttle cable that went through the firewall. Let's go take a look at the engine bay real fast. Pardon me guys, I know this is a little awkward. But here we go. That's where, oh, part of the reason I didn't want to come through. Okay. This here didn't belong there. This is actually up on the engine. This is just something to help reroute the throttle around. What it does is it just, how do I say it properly? It routes the throttle cable around stuff, around the motor, to get it on top, to get to the throttle bodies, to the throttle linkage, to get to the butterflies. So, but that's the hole where that came out of. That's the where the brake booster is at. As you can see, another little widget. There isn't much left in the engine bay as of right now. I got brake lines over there, and some fuel lines, and then the power steering. All that stuff's gonna get removed eventually. I think I'm gonna end up having to taking a day off, guys. I gotta get this garage clean, so there might be a morning where I just spend out here cleaning, so I can get the car flipped. The reason I need to flip the car Well, I'll tell you guys when to do closeout. But this door is coming off too eventually. So let me get this light and we'll end today's show. I think this is close enough. That's today's episode, everybody. I was just getting the throttle out, getting the brake pedal. I'm going to have to take maybe a day off or two. Not that I won't be working out here in the garage, it's just I don't think you guys need to watch me clean the garage so I can get more room. Reason I need more room is because I need to take off that driver's side door before I spin the whole car around to take off the rear bumper and finish removing the wiring. And then once I do that, it's going to be rear subframe's going to come out, gas tank's going to come out, which I still have to siphon off yet. And then I got to clean all this up. It's just my garage is a little bit of a mess because I have a 300ZX doing one of these boom in the garage. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you can, all like and subscribe. If you have any comments, hit me up. I'm usually pretty active in there. If you want to see something or let me go over something a little more, eventually I will be too taking apart the uprights and the whole front suspension. I am not doing that right now because, like I said, I need the car to be able to get spun around where it's at before I start chopping literally the body up eventually to get rid of it, because this carcass is done with. So I know it makes us all sad in our hearts, but this car is going to go bye-bye. So once again, please like and subscribe. Every little bit helps. And I'll see you all tomorrow, bright and early, with me and the crickets.